Well, I'm just listening to what you were saying about the Nevis project, citizenship by investment. I'm very
Mm-hmm.
against citizenship by investment, that any country should be doing it, whether it be St. Kitts, Nevis, St. Vincent, Dominica, all the countries that do it in the Caribbean, or anywhere else in the world, be it America, Canada, anywhere. I think that citizenship of a country is a very honorable thing, and you should really do things to safeguard that citizenship. Barbados, on the citizenship bill, is the strongest of those four countries that now are allowed the free movement. And that means that we're going to see huge inflows of people. We're going to see huge inflows of people on our social services, affecting our social services. We're going to see huge inflows of people while we aren't going to see big outflows of people. There are not going to be that many Bajans leaving here to go to seek, quote unquote, a better life in Dominica, to go and seek, quote unquote, a better life in St. Vincent, to go and seek, quote unquote, a better life in Belize. All of these places have a far lower standard of living than Barbados. They have a far weaker currency. So you're not going to see Bajans really getting to benefit from this so-called freedom of movement. All we're going to have is lots of people coming into the country. I know you've mentioned that if a CARICOM national comes in, within 9 months of living here, they're able to apply for citizenship.
Well, let me
That's
correct you.
incredibly
Six
quick.
months. CARICOM is six
Six
months, and
months.
then like the Dutchman that you saw there, or somebody from Russia, if they come in within 9 months, the latest, the least, it's 9 months. I don't know if Dave can put that up on the screen because in
So
9 months we can have them
international,
coming in from Russia and have
interna-
a. Go ahead.
so international people can be citizens after living here for 9 months. They can apply.
Yes, yes.
That's incredible. You see, these things are while they will bring about a huge influx of people into the country, it's just about the right people. People said, "Oh yes, CARICOM nationals used to be able to come in before," and yes, that is true under the skilled visa program. That means that
Mhm.
you had to have some kind of training, which means that you would be a benefit to society. You don't want people coming in that are going to be a net burden to society, people coming in that are going to go potentially on welfare and other social services that Bajans desperately need. You really and truly would like, if anybody to come in, it's the people that can't fill like those really, really high skilled jobs. So that used to be the case, and this is not the case anymore in Barbados. Barbados has one of the strongest passports in the whole world, forget the Caribbean. And if other countries see that we're just giving away citizenships willy nilly to any and everybody, that's really going to have effect on, I think, our the strength of our passport, the amount of places we need visa for, etc., etc.
Any thoughts on that? Is this a form of neocolonialism, you think?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Barbados was the place where the modern day slavery system was invented. The economics of slavery was invented in Barbados, so Ryan is right. And this is definitely neocolonialism. A lot of European, like you say, there are lots of Russians and Chinese and other people in St. Kitts. It very well could become so in Barbados. They used to be attracted to it for the tax, because all of these jurisdictions have very low taxes. And now it's even more reason to come. I think that Barbados is now going to have arguably one of the easiest pathways to citizenship in the whole world.
In the whole
Uh,
world. But
they can't be.
Don, let me just add something. You said something very, very important here because of the tax breaks.
Mhm.
One of the things that is said, and it's in the article, unless the nation or Barbados today they were wrong, but the prime it says that the prime minister says that they're going to create what's called a free zone, and where they're going to have tax exemptions,
What?
tax holidays, and so on for these people. So they've
That's
given them a
crazy.
passport after 9 months.
Hmm.
This is anybody from Russia, India. I'm just choosing a country anywhere,
Hmm.
Dutch, Holland, wherever. And
Where?
they come in and then they can live in the free zones. But
Hmm.
continue. I just wanted to add that. Continue, please.
No, I definitely need to research and educate myself on the free zones, see what they're all about in the proposed bill. And we just need to keep making as much noise as possible, continue the dialogue, continue the discourse, so that at least they think about this bill a little bit more. We would like this bill to go ideally to a joint select committee, just like previous
It
bills
it
that
will
we
be it will be
it
on the
will be.
27th. So somebody like you will need to present. I want you to, I always go want you to present and
We'll see.
Zico.
I mean,
Yes.
these points speak for themselves, Marcia, and it doesn't need to be anything fancy at all. If you go in there and say, hey, if people are coming into the country and in less than 12 months can be apply for citizenship, there's nowhere else in the world that does that. I can't think of another country, correct me if I'm wrong, but
None.
I refuse to
None.
believe there's other country in the world that you could go into and live in there for 6 months if you're a CARICOM national, and 9 months if you're from anywhere in the world, apply for citizenship. I mean, that would immediately open the door. There are probably tens of thousands of people living here in Barbados right now that have been here for more than 9 months, that live abroad, that they could just become citizens immediately. And it'll be really interesting if this bill passes to see what a huge influx of citizens we'll have. I just fear that the international community will look down on Barbados and definitely put in place more restrictions, because anybody in the world, you could be from one of the world's most hated countries. I don't personally hate any country, but there are countries that have the power to hate other countries, that have very bad relationships with other countries. So if a country that's quote unquote hated around the world, that citizen comes to Barbados, immediately becomes a citizen of Barbados, tries to get US visas, Canadian visas for other countries, these countries are going to see that as a problem. They're going to see Barbados as way too lax a country. They don't have any internal controls, and I really think that that's going to be the biggest problem. We're going to go from one of the strongest passports to one of the weakest, and there's absolutely no need for that.
About voter padding, Don.
I definitely think that voter padding could happen. What if you really just break it down to a common sense level? Who are the people that would be leaving the country? The people that obviously are upset with the government, aren't getting government contracts, wouldn't be voting for the government if an election was coming. So let's just make it any example. Let's say a frustrated, unemployed Bajan he's not involved with anything to do with the BLP or politics at all. He's not getting any work. He tells himself, oh, well, it ain't making sense me staying here. Let me actually try and go to Dominica. He lands in Dominica. The government there welcome him with open arms, give him a little government job. He feel good with himself. Dominica election coming up in a couple months. He vote for that party. Same thing could happen here. A Vincentian or somebody from Belize, they could be sick and tired with the government over there, weren't planning to vote for that government or to plan to vote at all. They get here to Barbados. Mia welcomes them with open arms, get them a little government work or something, work that Bajans themselves don't even get, and now they're real happy, and the BLP have themselves a new supporter. So it really could be used to the migration itself is going to help the current ruling parties, and all four countries involved have elections coming up within the next 12 to 18 months at the very latest. So I really think that the migration of people, every single person moving into the country is going to vote for is going to vote for the current administration.
Yeah.
So everybody's losses are everybody else's gains.
Or you think they're serious about what they're saying?
No, they're dead serious. Obviously, the government would be trying to do damage control, telling Bajans that, oh no, these are just for jobs that y'all don't want. But all of these other countries, Marcia, the minimum wage is half that in Barbados. If not half, is slightly less. So everybody is getting a great deal coming to Barbados. All they got to bring is their ID card. They get one of these new Trident digital IDs in our system, and they're good to go. They could be a citizen in 9 months, benefit from that, benefit from being able to get into England without a visa, so many other countries in the world. Um, so yeah, the points I would leave y'all with tonight is that there's going to be a serious eroding of the value of our passport, while there was absolutely no need for it. And obviously, the main, biggest, most important point is the youth are going to be the biggest people hurt by this, because people are going to come and take the jobs that the youth already don't have. Even if you want to say that unemployment is low right now, arguably I would disagree with that. But underemployment is the biggest problem with our youth. You can't say that somebody working all week and only taking home $300 or $400, that's not employment. That's underemployment. And these same jobs are the same jobs that are still going to get come and taken from our youth. So we really need to be vigilant.